When I get you back, oh yeah. When I get you back, oh yeah. When I get you back, oh yeah. I promise you'll never leave me. When it comes to you and me, there's no one else I'd rather be with. Baby, I won't let you down. I got it. I know you need it. Love is it when you're around. Oh, please say that you believe it. 'Cause I don't wanna lose you.
What's happening?
I hope you feel that way too. No, I don't wanna lose you. Baby, don't go. Don't go. When I get you back, oh yeah. When I get you back, oh yeah. When I get you back, oh yeah. Oh, when I get you back, oh yeah. Cause I don't wanna lose you. I hope you feel that way too. No, I don't wanna lose you. Baby, don't go. Oh, when I get you back, oh yeah. I promise you'll never leave me. When it comes to you and me, there's no one else I'd rather be with. When I get you back, oh yeah. Oh. When I get you back, oh yeah. Oh, when I get you back, oh yeah. Oh, when I get you back, oh yeah.
I can see clearly now. Aloha, let's get live, family. Welcome to the show. Good to see you guys all here. I see the regular peeps is in here, and Keely beat David Hunt to the party, so that's all that matters for today. We're done. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out. All right, if you're brand new around here, I am Doc Rock, your YouTube, your content creation coach. I should learn how to say my own stuff. Anyway, today we're going to just do a quick check-in on VEDA, answer any questions. I would love to tackle something that we talked about yesterday in the eCam community, but I just want to glaze over it again real quick. For those who only live on YouTube and don't bother with the book face, I feel you. I get it. So we'll talk about that real quick, and then just answer any questions that you might have. So if you have questions, drop them in there, chat, throw a Q in the front so we can find you. We got search now in eCam 3.8, so I can find it much better. You know what I mean? If you're brand new around these parts, please let us know in the chat or in the comments so that way you can get the welcoming rug, roll out, bring you a pecan pie, invite you over to the cookout. If you are watching this on replay, let us know. Today, Keely is here, so she doesn't have to watch the replay. That is also awesome. And so we're going to do real quick introductions and say hello to the family, and then we'll dive right in. Peace out. So first of all, Big Rich is here. Keely is here. Yes, and again, like I said, Keely beat Mr. Hunt to the party, and that is all that ever needs to happen. And I don't know why. One of these days, to the moon, Alice. I'll remember to click that first. I always forget. It's okay. It's not a biggie. Mr. Luis is in the building. Victor's here. You know what? I just had a flat white and it's delicious. But yes, Victor, go get your coffee and come back. I will never get in the way of someone in their caffeine. It just ain't happening. Mr. Samuel, let's get it twisted. Good to see you here. Nice tune. Dude, Keely, oh my God. I just had a brain fart and I feel kind of sort of hella stupid, but my business partner from the wood shop is from Okotoks. Like, kind of, this family's sort of a big deal in the Okotoks, and kind of like owned the restaurant there for a hot minute and the whole 9 yards. It dawned on me yesterday that should be somewhere kind of close to you, because Okotoks is close to Banff, and I remember you and Dana saying that you guys were somewhere between Banff and Calgary proper, and then Okotoks is right there in Calgary, Alberta, as Andy always says. Andy's forever in the day talking about Okotoks, and now he lives on Vancouver Island, but like he's born and raised in the Tokes, like long time. His family did some kind of like maple processing, and they have a big grove, and yeah, I don't know. I forget all the rest. But yeah, I was just like, wait a minute. You are like somewhere probably nearby my partner in crime, Mr. Andy. So that's just a thought. I see y'all there. I came back. My TV. Oh, you know why? Because TVs run like a lower processor rich. So a lot of times when you are streaming, my TV does the same thing, because like I'll be watching LP do her thing and I have it on the big screen because I'm running around in the morning making coffee, doing stuff, and then I'll bust out my phone to run in the bathroom to, like, you know, tighten up the beard or whatever, and there's a huge gap, but it's normal. Even if I'm watching the app that the cable company puts out, so I can be watching a soccer game there and then run and watch it on the phone, it's always off. But yeah, it has something to do like that. What's up, Obs? Good to see you here. Appreciate you. What's up, Mr. G? Appreciate you being here. Patrick is in the building. What's up, Patrick? Good to see you. And I see Mr. Vince here. He's coming to visit. He's coming to the island to visit me soon. So that's kind of do. Oh, aloha do kako. Mr. Kevin is in the building. Tommy is here. What's up, Tommy? That is dope. Yes, man, bruh. That added feature of searching stuff in the chat, bruh, it's kind of dope. What's up, B? Good to see you here, Brian. Appreciate it. See, I knew it. I was right, Keely. I was right. Why is it not working? Press the button, Doc. There you go. I knew it. Yeah, I got to ask him exactly where in Okotoks he lives, but I know it's there. The whole reason why it came up to me is because Miss D had to roll to Spokane to do something, and I was like, you know, honestly, you're not that far from Alberta. Spokane is, you know, up there in the part of Washington where you could just jump on and kick it up to Alberta. Sound like you should go visit Keely, but then there will probably be some arrests. And, hey, can you guys bail me out of jail? Where you at? Oh, jail in Canada. Oh, I don't have that kind of moose dollars. It must be expensive. Hey, John, good to see you here. Looks like John's one of our new people, so everybody give a massive aloha to John. He's coming to hang out with us today. Okay, so Foist things first. I just want to do a check-in and see how you guys are getting along with your VEDA process, if you're having any challenges. Is there any like skills you need to like double check on, or just I call it deal flow out of habit. Deal flow comes from car sales, but if you're having a problem with your deal flow, you know, which is like converting from idea to video to whatever's. I know some of you guys. I know that Rob and Keely, for instance, spoke about getting ahead of the game, doing some batching. Bro, you know what? I'm having the hardest time right now getting the space to do some batching. Like, I've been wanting to do some batching for a minute. Kind of sort of not my thing, really, but I needed to make it a thing so that I can free up some time to do other stuff. I tell people you can batch content. I personally just never done it. Partially because I have the worst crutch possible. This is going to sound super stupid, but I have the worst crutch possible. I can open the mic and just talk and be good to go. You guys listen to me all the time. I'm not an and ah person. I just don't do that. I've been lucky enough to, I guess, train myself out of it, or I know where to stop and stop talking instead of so my ums are silent. So, yeah, theoretically, I could just grab anything like bust out this upside down ball head, which I have taken out of the box 7, 8, 9 times, but I've never used one. Don't really see, that was one where you would have went, just eat it. Don't really have a need for it, but I bought it because A, it was inexpensive, and B, I just wanted to support Pro Camera Hawaii, my people. So I bought this thing, and so theoretically, like, I could do a whole video on why you would want to have an upside down ball head, why it's the new, why are so many people in love with upside down ball heads all of a sudden, or the inverted ball head is probably the better search term if you were going to search for it. So yeah, the ability to just pop that up and go for it and make a video. I don't really batch things because I can just crack the mic and let's go. But if you want to make space, like, I do want to make some space between me and the content. And what I mean by that is make it so that it's never a crunch time thing. Get a little bit of room so that, like, maybe do 3 or 4 in a day. And then when it comes around to Thursday, I don't have to do anything, right? I can focus heavily on processing deeper, going on a bigger article, digging deeper into that, that kind of thing. So that is one of the reasons why I haven't really batched, but I'm trying to beat that out of myself, because it's crazy, right? When you're a busy scheduled person, like, making yourself there. Yes, Lee, I did. And Keely, I'm going to back up to your comment in a second, but yes, Lee, I used to. Here's how you get rid of it. Practice. Many years of radio makes it go away. And I screwed this up. I have always believed that the key to getting rid of the ooh and the ums is to know your subject matter really, really well. I don't know if you saw me wax rhapsodically the other day about asking a 3 or 4-year-old about dinosaurs or space, and they will have a 10-minute conversation with you, ad hoc, no sentence structure, no whatever, but they would just go. So I thought that had to do with, like, how much knowledge you have, because a lot of people get caught up because other people said, oh, what you lack is confidence on camera. I kind of want to call B on that. I don't think it's a confidence thing. And I also dug a little deeper, read some psychotherapy papers on umming and ahhing and filler words and things like that. And even in different languages where they don't have and ah, they use filler words. So, 例えば、もしかしたら日本語のことが喋るの時は、とあのことが、さ、ちょっと、それで、ポーズの words で、フィラーの words で、ね、ミーニングがありません。意味がありませんけど、音が、さ、ね、ちょっと考えての時は、もうちょっと、さ、So, in other languages, in theory, they do it. I barely do it in Japanese. And in Japanese, it's worse because I am literally processing English to Japanese, sometimes back to English in my head, and I still don't, I just don't do that. Like, why? I don't know. I thought it came from just many years of practice. I thought it came from radio, but no, I don't think so. And through my research, it is not for lack of knowledge. Like, I thought people who would do that just didn't feel comfortable with the subject, that they knew the subject well enough, but it doesn't even come from that, because I see on even television some really highly educated folk that guaranteed know their subject matter because they are the experts in that field and they still do it. So, yeah, I know. So you have to think it through. And I really believe a lot of it has to do with practice. If you want to take it away from yourself, right? If you find yourself doing that, okay, you Brits, you guys don't you guys That's as far as I can tell. Tell me I'm wrong, Lee. I could be wrong. My contemporaries that live over there, they instead of they don't really I hear it more like an ERM or URM. And again, I could be crazy, but I think it comes from practice. I think it comes from talk to yourself more. Talk to camera by yourself. Like literally pull out your camera. Don't talk about anything and just brain dump and see if every time you want to say you can just take a breath right there or exhale right there, and instead of physically make the sound, just eat the sound quietly. Practice on your wife and kids or your husband and kids or your Mr. Sir, whoever it might be. Try it that way. Maybe that does help. Lee, I'm curious what mic you purchased for VEDA. I'm absolutely into that. Yes, we need to do some batching. Abed said he's from Yemen. Wow, that's the first one. Good to see you here, brother. Mr. Camera Junkie is making fun of me. Kill says, let's spend a hot minute with your calendar blockade. And I'm not, oh no, it's not an excuse whatsoever. I'm going to dig. I will beat this. It's not a thing. You know me, I'm not the excuse type cat. I am going to beat this if I have to poke myself with hot irons. Like, I will beat this. But yeah, I'll be more than happy. You can come to the show, Kills, and we can talk about calendar blocking because I think I need to figure that mess out. Straight up. I just do. I definitely win. I say, hey, I'm finna go in the studio and work. Oh, it's a don't talk to me. You come in there, you will get hurt. Like, stay away from the studio. I am kind of like that now. I didn't used to be that way. I got a kick out of, just talking to whoever randomly popped in. Now I'm a little bit more stingy with my time as you get elder, So, yes, let's do that. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate it, bruh. Or should I say, oh no, arigato gozai itashimasu. Yeah, that's better. You know what? Absolutely do that. That's probably me too. I guarantee I have that problem. When we were kids, we didn't have ADHD or ADD or none of those words. You were just considered bad and you got beat. So I definitely am with you. If I stop long enough, I can subject jump really quickly in my dome. You guys watch me do it live on the internet twice a week. So it definitely happens, bruh. Thank you. 100. In this corner, we have Mr. Camera Junkie dropping the bomb. 100% true. Instead of the silence and split the sentence is much better than 100%. 100%. Bruh, today I learned what Disney rash is. That's all I'm saying right there. So Keely, I got it. Joshua, that's funny. Oh, Gangster Lee, absolutely love it, bruh. My favorite mic, I keep it right here as a backup. Should something happen midstream, I can plug this guy in a matter of seconds and be good to go. I keep it right next to my foot. It never leaves that spot. Very, very important. Also, if I'm going to go somewhere and I have no idea what might happen, I have either that in my backpack or my Rode Wireless Go 1. Now that I have the Rode Wireless Go 2, I might swap them, but yeah, it's a good thing. Mr. Mike Taylor, first of all, thank you for being here. We really appreciate you. And then second of all, thank you for the kind words. It kind of makes me happy. So, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Mr. Mike Taylor.
Hey, ladies!
Good to see you here. I appreciate you, bro. Aloha. Okay, so now there's my filler word. You guys watch me enough. My filler word is so, and the long and I can't stand it. When I'm editing, if you want to know what your filler word problems are, edit your videos. when you edit your videos, you will find your filler words and they get on my nerves. I get to talking really, really fast. And when I need a breath, I go and really fast. And then it sounds horrible. Ugh. Okay. Bruh, same way. Victor, 100%. I was the same way. As a kid, I was in special ed. Come to find out, again, because we didn't have ADD and ADHD back then. I had a hippie teacher that figured out I wasn't being stimulated enough, as far as brain candy goes. And they also told me that I was just bad, wouldn't sit still, possessed by the devil, Catholic school. You know how it goes. Come to find out, I needed glasses. Bam, I got glasses. I got my first glasses at like 3.5 because preschool I was a terror. And then come to find out that, yeah, it was just the attention thing was just they weren't stimulating the brain enough. So they stuck me in what's known as talented and gifted program. After that, I became a straight A student. Like, it's kind of weird, the stuff that other people put on us when we're children, that if you're lucky enough to have an adult snap you out of it, you get away. But if not, you go down a course that can just really, really change your life forever and ever and ever and ever. So I do find that it's kind of funny how just depending on who you get as the person that cares enough to like dig deeper and not just assume what's going on with you, it can make a difference on how you grow up. And I feel bad for the people that just got stuck in special ed for no reason because a teacher was lazy, I guess. And we have a couple teachers in our midst. So, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, I would love to hear their input more than me guessing. But yeah, that's a thing. I can see a teacher like Mr. Riley or Tom where they spend the extra effort to make sure that, people are getting the right things. I know Kevin Cox in our place. He's a preschool teacher. So it was my preschool teacher who kind of sort of didn't get it at first, but we had an assistant teacher. They come from the university and they work in the preschool so that they can get their teacher's degree. So I guess the proper term is intern, but at that time, I don't know what they called it. It was like an assistant teacher, and she was kind of hippie, like smelled like patchouli, couple armpit hairs, and she was like, studying the new stuff, whereas my actual teacher was like 900, glasses on the chain, pointy out at the end of the nose. Okay, I'm going to need you to work on your spelling there, Mr. Vine. It was that one of those curmudgeon teachers. And so the hippie lady told my mom to the side, I don't think anything's wrong with him. I think his brain isn't just being, processed enough. Like, how does he interact at home? And she's like, yeah, I didn't understand it because he does like 80 things in the house at one time. And she was like, yeah, there's this new stuff. And, take him off the crack, which was Ritalin. It's a horrible drug for kids. And they took me off of that, put me into like something that challenged the brain a little bit more. And the rest, as they say, is history. So it can happen, brother. It can happen. Okay. So Mr. Albert says, ATM, okay, let me start right here. I absolutely 108% think the ATM is a waste of time because I had one and I sent it back. Now I will answer your question. StreamYard. Okay, you just hit me with two things I can't stand. AV from StreamYard, MacBook, ATM, screens, TV at church. I can see audio meters on the ATM, but I can't hear anything. Take the audio out of the ATM because there's no need for it. Just take the audio from the board directly to the Mac and ignore that. Unless you're trying to stream out of the ATM. The ATM, sorry. The ATM's a cash machine. But I think I would need to see a diagram as first of all, why you're using the ATM. Because most people bought it because somebody else told them to buy it and they don't really need it. But that's a different story. But yeah, like the output from the ATEM to the soundboard is going to be, if I remember correctly, a 3.5 cable. And 9 times out of 10, people have the wrong 3.5 cable because they come in technically 3 different tips. on two ends, so that gives you like 28 combinations as to which is the right cable. So it's probably a TRS to TRS or TRS to TRRS or a TRRS to TRRS female. Like you have to get the right one. And it's like when we were doing Clubhouse to the Rodecaster Pro. Everybody thought, oh, I could just grab the cable out of my Monster headphones, plug it in, it should work. No, it didn't work. You need to have the exact specific TRRS, both ends plus an adapter, and then it would work. So you probably have the wrong 3.5 millimeter jack, but yeah, I'd have to see a full diagram in order to help you out with that. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. Hey, Mr. Joe. Yeah. So, the cool thing about calendar blocking is I don't need a tool. I can just use a pencil. But I use Fantastical, so I'm pretty there. Yep. 100%, bro. Josh, do you know about the flow transition in Final Cut? If you like say you're doing a jump cut edit in Final Cut and you have too many and it's like driving you nuts. There's a dope transition built into Final Cut latest version called Flow that can kind of make them disappear. Let me know if you've seen that before. If not, I'll show it to you because it's pretty sick. Yes, the Q2U is absolutely legit. So Keely knows she escaped special ed for her whole life as well. Man, that's horrible. That's horrible. I just remember sitting in the front of class and like doing weird stuff like that, trying to go, or getting up and going closer to the board and getting in trouble for getting out of my seat. That was the one that would get me in trouble the most. Because, back then, stay in your seat. And I was like, really was walking to the board so I can see, but I didn't want everybody to think I was stupid. What's up, Ben? Good to see you here. You caught that, Mr. Junkie? Yes, the Twisted Sister. Oh, you're not that old, Joshua. What do you know about Twisted Sister? Come on, feel the noise. Yo, I love Twisted Sister. I love Dee Snider. Okay, these guys are arguing. I'm not getting anywhere between Keely and Joel. That'll be a long thing. Yeah, I see. I sent it back. And I just found, I got 4 cam links that ran smoother, caused less headaches, works perfectly fine. I saw no reason whatsoever for the ATEM when Ecamm can just switch a camera like that. Like, really though? Like, why? Why does everybody insist on buying it? Now, here's the funny thing. This is the part that cracks me up. Pay attention. So, I got an old Mac, right? And it can't handle my 3 cameras. So, they told me if I get an ATEM switcher, it will help take some of the power off of my old Mac so that I can switch these 3 cameras smoother. Oh, how much is an ATEM? $600. How much is a brand new Mac Mini that can run smooth as $700? Which one do you buy? The ATEM or the Mac Mini? The Mac Mini! Throw the ATEM in the freaking corner. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, okay, so built in is a thing called Flow now. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I know. People get it. What's up, JFK? Good to see you here. Yes, there you go. Old soul stuck in a young body. Well, I'm a young soul stuck in an old body, so we're like that old movie where they trade places. Freaky Friday. Victor, what type of computer do you have in order for me to answer that internal capture card? But I can tell you, just guessing, it's probably going to be Blackmagic Intensity or Elgato something because they just happen to make the dopest capture cards. I think that's just it. Digital Buddha is in the building. Hey, DB. Okay, so unless you guys have any more questions about the VEDA launch or whatever, I did want to bring up quickly something we talked about yesterday in the Facebook group. I know some of you guys didn't see it. So I'm going to bring it up again because I think it's worth repeating. I might bring this up again every week until it stops. So 32. Just trust me. Just get the 32. I'm going to tell you, just get the 32. If you built it, look at either the Black Magic cards or the Elgato cards, and I probably would stay there. They make really good cards, and yeah, they're kind of the best out there. Now, this is crazy though. Sorry about that. Right now with the chip shortage, cards might get expensive. So you might want to check secondary market if you can't find a card you're looking for in stock. Just because new stock is really hard right now, especially anything video card related. Luckily, they're a little bit different, but yes, probably check the Black Magic. I believe it's still called the Intensity or the Elgato cards, which are basically cam links that stick inside of a machine, and that should get you. JFK Productions, VEDA is vlog every day in April or video every day in April. One of the two. I'm doing videos, not really vlog style. There is some vlogging mixed up. I'm kind of switching them together. I think what we're calling it is making a mashup. Mash it up straight in the face. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, 32 is hard to get. Again, check the secondary market. So here's the cool part about streaming. I don't know what is stuck in my face, but it's killing me. 1 second, gang. Here, let's do this while I fix this. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm back. So yes, Brian, go in your Facebook Marketplace, check your list of Craigs, check your Amazon warehouse, B&H warehouse, like all of the places. See if you can hunt one down there, because yes, it will be a little bit harder to get. Or buy the 15, knowing that you're going to sell it and get the 32 eventually, because it is what it is.
You are awesome.
Coach is in the building. Man, it's coming again. Hold on. I think I have oatmeal with walnuts and pecans. I think it got like a pecan skin stuck to the bottom of my thingy thing. It's irritating. The flow you're talking about, if my memory calls, probably yes. It's in a dissolved area, and it's called flow. And then once you get it going, there is a right click thing you have to pull down to do it. I tend to, if I remember correctly, pull optical flow to make it run. But it's really, really kind of sort of seamless. It's not perfect, but it's better than the jump cut if you have too many jump cuts. Man, this thing is driving me crazy. So stop it. Coach says, I got my Thunderbolt and the BenQ. Oh, I love BenQs. Hey, I saw your stream the other day, boss. It looked good. It looked really, really good. So I appreciate you. That means you are doing the homework, brother. And that in itself is awesome. OWC Thunderjets arrived in time for the pluggable to die. Good move. I like pluggable, but I don't know. They're if and if. I know what you meant, Keely. Let's see. Mr. Mike Shaw. I like it. Oh, Mike, I actually have that thing. I just forgot to put it. See? Oh, man, it's coming again. You guys might get to watch me just keel over live. And, yeah, all the equipment the Sony stuff goes to Diana. Everything else goes to David. All right? Just, you guys heard it here just in case. Jay says, in regard to the flow transition in Final Cut, it's good, perfect. I have used that in the past. It's It is really good. It's something that I think I did a video on it back in Vlogmas, or I showed the guys inside the Facebook group how to use it. It was pretty cool. Okay, so now that I'm not going to die, I hope, let me touch on briefly what we talked about yesterday, and I think this is kind of important. This is where I normally would press go on the Rodecaster Pro in order to record it, but I think I didn't put my memory chip back in my Rodecaster Pro, so we'll see if the internal memory works a little bit. We got into this conversation about people trying to grow their channel and grow their stream, like grow your live stream, and insisting on trying to grow it in Facebook. I think Facebook is a crutch. Okay, again, these are my opinions. You do what the hell you want that matches you, but don't blame me when it don't work. I think I know what I'm talking about. If you are trying to grow your channel and you're focusing on the crutch that is Facebook, well, all my users are in Facebook. Okay, we'll talk about that. I get more views when I do it on Facebook than I do on YouTube. Okay, we'll talk about that. Actually, one of my clients, this is him, and he refuses to listen to me, but his show is not growing because, well, he refuses to listen to me. Oh, this is horrible. When you go to Facebook, you open up the app. You're not going there to look for a video. You're just not. It's not a thing. Now, I've been invited to go to the stream. I know it's going to be at, Tuesday at 2 p.m. I'm going to show up. Yeah, but primarily, you don't go there for that. Okay, gang. Sorry. Hold on. Dang it. Go away. There you go. It's obnoxious. Like, what the heck am I stuck on? It's like literally something stuck like right there. And it won't go away. Anyway, so if you, like, seriously, when you go to Facebook, you open the app, and maybe you're different, but we'll just talk about the general populace because it's kind of not about you, it's about them. Your friends, your family, the people that you hope to reach or whatever, they open the Facebook app to talk to someone, stalk an ex, get into a political fight, talk about a football game, talk about the basketball championships, see what somebody ate for lunch, check on somebody's baby, say happy birthday, all of the above. They're not going to that destination to watch a video. Most people just shoo away the videos because Facebook videos are a little irritating and a little persistent. Like, the audio will come on unnecessary when you don't want it to, and it won't come on when you want it to. Like, if you leave the app and come back and your video is now muted, you're like tapping away trying to get it to bite. It doesn't always bite. So the experience on Facebook is whack. Let's just straight up cover that. So when someone goes to YouTube, they're going to watch a video. YouTube don't do nothing else. Like, it's for videos, right? Videos on your phone, videos on your car, videos on your TV, videos on your refrigerator, videos on your Amazon show, your Facebook thing that begins with a P that I don't remember, portal. Dang it, here we go. Man, that is so, I don't know what that is. It's a piece of oatmeal. It sucks. Anyway, you're just primarily not going there to watch video. The other thing, when you've done a Google search for what's the difference between, say, Calgary, hold on. Oh, this is going to suck. If you're searching for what's the difference between Calgary proper and Okotoks, you never get a Facebook link. You always get a YouTube link. If you look up how to cook a frozen steak, No Facebook links, only YouTube links. So why are you putting all this effort into streaming on Facebook because you think your people are there? I did it. I love Restream. I had Facebook and YouTube going at the same time. And two things, you separate your users. So we have like half the squad over here, and you guys don't get to talk. And Joel and Keely don't get to argue about tools and calendar blocking because you're in two separate places. And that's kind of crazy, right? When you have your community in one spot, it's better. If you're trying to grow, the misnomer of putting it on 8 different places is going to help you grow faster. Well, it might. Matter of fact, I'll just give you that. I'll say yes. It's not true. But I'll give you that because you're hard-headed and you just want to feel good about yourself. And that was the key. You want to feel good about yourself. You want to see your number says 100 people was watching, but there's 50 on YouTube and like 5 in 10 different other places. Those 5 people in the 10 different other places, though, they don't get to be part of the party that is the 50 on YouTube. They don't get to meet their next best friend from a different state because they were over there by themselves. Ben's in the chat, I believe, today, and we talked about this yesterday. I threw Ben under the bus because he was new. Like, he came to the squad right at January when I made the executive decision that we're using YouTube only, screw Facebook for the most part. And Ben had just found it, and then he was watching on Facebook by himself. Ben was like, I see you talking to people, but where they at? I was like, oh, we're all on YouTube, player. You know, so I wrote in the description, for the best interaction, come to the YouTube link. But I think because of the notification that he was getting, he would always watch it on Facebook. Eventually, he made the switch. He's here now. Hi, Ben. Thank you for being here, brother. You know I appreciate you. But, yeah, okay, if you have no community whatsoever and you're building from scratch, do not use the crutch of trying to do the Facebook thing, because although it might grow a little bit, it's not going to provide your people with the best experience of the full stream. When you get everybody in one spot, everybody gets to know everybody. Everybody gets to know Jay. Everybody gets to know the digital Buddha. And then now Mike's new around here and he's at home sick. Sorry, Mike. I'm not actually sick. I'm just dying on a piece of oatmeal. But everybody would get to know Mike. Everybody would get to talk story. You know, Jay and Joshua can have conversation. Like, you guys build your own fellowship. You build your own squad. I start seeing you guys on each other's shows and stuff, right? Like, that's what the community building aspect is. But that thing you did at first to have 100 viewers instead of 50 on YouTube, that was you trying to feel good about you. That's not necessarily the best for them. So if you are genuinely trying to grow your thing, it doesn't help to spray everywhere. Now, if you have an established community like Loria or like Renee Ritchie or like, you know, some of the folks out there, maybe in their case, restreaming in 2 places is dope. It makes sense. Maybe them restreaming in 3 or 4 places is dope. But more than that, not really. Because they have a squad that's established and hangs out in Facebook, and they have a squad that's established and hangs out in YouTube. So they're okay. But if you're not there yet, I would suggest just not do it. I still would say run through the Restream app so you get a recorded backup, but yeah, it's not the best look for your community while you're trying to grow your community, and it's probably only making you feel better because your number looks bigger, but that number's irrelevant. I'd rather have the 25 of you here right now who are committed to being here and growing and showing than have 2,000 people here. I don't really know anybody. I'm talking to people that I am just, you know, like spitting to the sky kind of thing and hoping it don't land back on my face. I don't know. I don't think it's a good way to grow. Facebook is fantastic for groups, which is why we have a group. And streaming into your group is one thing, but growing your live show like what I'm doing here, YouTube's better for that. Right? In the groups, it's completely different story, Lee. And yeah, that's like I said, for we had this conversation in Ecamm group, 15,000 deep, 100%, right? But it's different out here when you're trying to like grow a show. It's just better experience. So again, if you already have a large following, yes, by all means, stick to what you're doing. But if you're trying to grow from scratch, grow organically, I just don't think it's a thing. And again, like I said, you lose all replay capability really unless your people are trained to do that, because it can't be found in Google. So or DuckDuckGo or Yahoo or Bing. Who uses Bing? Or Lycos or whatever. You lose that replayability through the search value. And yeah, how to get that search value, we'll talk about in a different video. I'm going to have to bring David back on that. But yes. Companies we support keep streaming to Facebook and now want to stream to Zoom. And like, Zoom? Like, you stream from Zoom. Yeah, stream to Zoom. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it happens. Yes, it takes a while. Okay, yes, it takes a while. You will. It takes longer to grow, but your growth is better. But if you're doing it now, say you're streaming like that the first couple of months, you tell everybody that pops on, hey, jump on YouTube. You build a culture. You guys remember from like September, I was like, hey, gang, by the time the end of the year rolls around, we're doing YouTube only. So it took 3 months before I switched it all the way. But yes, thank you, Keels. Thank you. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you here. Thank you. I appreciate you. Never Call Me Again podcast. This I'm curious about. That is awesome. I really appreciate that. And then, well, thank you, Mike. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I got it. Yes. You go to YouTube, Instagram, Twitch for video. Now TikTok a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here you go. Here we go. Riddle me this, Batman. We have 34 YouTube subs, 500 followers, 2,500 on Twitch. If you got the Twitch people, Twitch is fine. Oh, Twitter. Sorry. The Twitter one is strange to me right now because what you're going to do now that Periscope is gone. But yeah, keep restreaming for now, but you try to work them over, try to get them to come to the YouTube side and just explain that the experience for them is better. Like, for one, and again, I heard recently this may be for us premium people only. I use YouTube so much. I don't have regular YouTube, so I don't know. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. But when I'm watching a stream, and like I'm watching Brian's singing banjo songs with his beard, but I got to answer the phone or answer a message rather. I swipe the app over. I can answer the message, tell my old lady, yeah, get this. The bacon's on sale at Safeway, whatever. I can still hear Brian. Brian's singing, playing songs. He's got his karaoke going on. I still hear Brian. In Facebook, if you move, gone. If you got to answer something, nope. Notification comes in, stops. All of the above. It's rubbish. Like, I hate it. Sorry. So the user experience is better on YouTube. But the search to grow after is better. So again, you're going to have to coach your people. And for right now, yes, keep streaming it that way because you actually have an established audience. See, we're talking about people that are starting from like straight scratch. But Rich, I would definitely work on trying to get them over. And if they don't want to move, you got to give the people what they want. It's really at the end about them. But I would try to move them. And like Twitch people, you're fine. It's Twitch. That's what it's for. It's video. You're good. Again, not really searchable, but maybe Twitch and YouTube is a different conversation. Facebook, I find mostly the people that come through are drive-by. They don't come with the intention of watching a stream. It's a little bit different. Yes, I need a senzu bean. Correct. Midwest Tech, what's up, brother? Good to see you here. Twitch M1 Ecamm, but it seems like a lot of Ecamm overlays are missing. 100%. Oh, I would get fired if I had any workarounds. I work at Ecamm. But yeah, it does require the pro feature. because it requires some stuff on our end that has to do with back end and servers and things like that. So that's the reason why. It's like running a business in the mall but not paying rent. You can't do it. That's the end of it, basically. Yes, exactly. You know, it's hard, Jay, because so many of the metrics, the vanity metrics, are talked about, and so therefore people get kind of stuck on that. You know what I mean? That's a reason why. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Midwest Tech, do yourself a favor. Pop into my channel, find the video about small creators getting monetized right away. Dime Against Two Fat Boys says that if you follow that video and do what it says in that video, you can generate enough to pay for a full year of pro in maybe week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops, because it's not that expensive. It basically comes out to, let's say, $340 a year, or $380, $387 to be exact. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there is no famous overnight. And that's the funny thing about it. Like, I mean, maybe it's just me. I'm weird. I don't want it. I'd rather have y'all. Like, I know all of y'all. I feel like if I go to Calgary, right, Keely and I will pound the 2-4 and then just crack jokes. And then Mr. Sir will have to drive us because we'll be lit. Because we would just be cracking jokes and making fun of people for hours. And I only talk to her on the stream 3-4 times a week. But, like, she's my homie. Like, we would kick it, right? I know that, you know, if I go down to Texas, I'm gonna hang out with Rich, and we're gonna use his getaway van, and Rich and I might rob a bank. And you see two old guys running from the bank, but me and Rich will have a good old time. You know what I mean? Just from the hanging out. So I'd rather have my tight, close-knit community, and it's slowly growing, and then we're getting new people like Mr. Mike here or Midwest Tech. You know, they come through. Hey, welcome to the family. Aloha. Let's kick it, you know? I prefer to grow slow and organically with people who will bring something to the table, who will absorb, who will grow. I love watching folks grow. I love looking at, you know, changes. You know who has a fantastic growth over the last year? Brian from Beard and Banjos. In the beginning, he's in his office talking. He has more echo than Amazon. But then from listening to streams, listening to Diana, me, maybe Loria, whomever, he picked up a few tips. He started making adjustments, and you look at his stream now, and it's dope. And the beard's better because he had like a year to work on it. But it's like I can see the actual growth because I dug deep into his channel because I was looking for some stuff. I'm trying to work on my, you know, my face force. And I was like, oh, Brian, the echo's killing me, bro. But I'm probably more picky than the average beard user because, well, I'm a creator. But I look at his stuff now, and it's good. Like, he took those tips, and he added a little sauce, and he did the right things, and now it's amazing. So being able to see someone that's really about it and come in and grow and be a part of the community and answer questions in the group and, you know, not afraid to, like, help others out, which is our only tenet, is you must pay it forward. Like, that's more important to me than if there was 700 people watching this right now. I really could give a care less. Y'all being able to contact and grow together and build relationships and long found friendships. Like, can you imagine Keely and India in the same spot? Guaranteed prison. but like they know each other because of this stream. You know what I mean? But I think Keely and India are like thick as thieves now. But to know that we're building friendships here, that's more important, man. All of the gear and all the other crap we talk about, to put it bluntly, F that. You know, straight up. I know it sounds weird, but I'm weird. Mike said he used Bing. I love Edge. My Edge recently broke, which is really weird. But yeah, I love Edge. To me, of the Chromium browsers, is one of the fastest out there. Okay, yes. Thank you, Rich, for verifying that. I can't see not having premium right now because, I mean, we're creators, right? And the only way to get good at YouTube is to study YouTube. So I'm on YouTube all the time. So watching those commercials would just get on my nerves. Thank you, Mr. Shaw. I believe you. Trust me, Midwest Tech, bruh, or maybe it's in West Tech. It's a habit to read Midwest because University of Hawaii is in the Midwest Conference or the Mountain West Conference. It just comes out my face like that. Anyway, yeah, you'll be amazed. It will take no time and you'll hit it just from friends and family, but even your supporters, the people that you have going on Twitch or whatever, yeah, it's very helpful. I am very thankful for my community. They support me very much through Buy Me a Coffee. And it gives you the opportunity to do membership, which will kind of fix a lot of stuff that people are struggling with as brand new creators. You only need 10 members at $10 a month, and that extra $100 a month would cover your eCamp and Restream together. And you're good. You see? So, like, yeah, just look at it. It's good. Pastor Felicia is in the building. What's up? Good to see you here, Miss Lady Girl. Yes, it's very, very, very helpful. Even young Sammy has his Buy Me a Coffee page. He's doing good. There you go. Good job, Mr. Rich. I appreciate it. That's fine. I know. I'm sorry. Brian, don't be mad. I'm just telling the truth. You know, I still love Restream. I like having the backup feature there. There will be times where 2 channels maybe or something comes up. So, I mean, I keep it. I'm not going to get rid of it. But for right now, I just feel that the community we built directly in YouTube and the Facebook group is dope. There might be a day where we do some stuff that's going into a private, like, live coaching style platform, which is another reason why I would keep it. But yeah, if you don't really need it, yeah, maybe not. But I like having it as a backup recorder. So I know that's really weird. Yes, we still have money to give away, so make sure you hit that page and nail it. I used to live there, San Antonio, Fort Sam Houston. All of us Army medical folks, that's where we come from. You know what? It is a struggle. It is definitely different. I won't make you take that away, but I'm going to make you take that away. You just have to address it head on. Just rip the Band-Aid, dive right in. There are far more complicated things, like getting a perfect tenderness on your goat curry. Like, some of y'all make it too tough because you didn't get your tenderness right. So there's that, or put in so much bonnets inside the escovitch that all you taste is fire and no fish. Come on, son. Stop it, Grandma. So yes, it is a challenge to make. Actually, from any position, no matter what you're doing, there can be a thing. But if I would give you a place to start, Jay, I would say go watch the video about start documenting and stop. Oh man, now I gotta find the video. See, y'all messing me up. Anyway, it's more about producing the documenting style, and do that, and that will help you. Yeah, document, not create. That's what it is. Yeah. It's called Document, Don't Create. It's by Gary Vaynerchuk. And it's a good video to help you figure out. Let me snatch this link up in here. That might help
document
you.
Versus.
Hey, hush up, Gary. That might help you get a little bit further in your process as opposed to just like creating. Okay, so let me send this to Jay. There you go. Watch that. That might help you. Nice. Sammy got new lights, so we'll be looking for that. You know, Rich, thank you. It's hard, bro. It's super hard, but we're going to get there. I don't know how, but we finna get there. We're going to do it. Konnichiwa, Kimbu-chan. Mono genki desu ka? That's the best part. I'm telling you. So right now, unfortunately, the best way to build a community is still Facebook groups. Circles looks impressive, but right now Facebook is still it. So yeah, do what I did. You know, don't reinvent the wheel. The group is in Facebook. The group is vibrant. You can get a 17 paragraph post on Joel about noise reduction, or you can just get a funny joke from Tommy. But everyone hangs out there every day, and we have fantastic like momentum in the community. Our top engagement person for the month of March is young Sammy. And Joel, you were on the list, bro. Hold on, let me see. I had it. I pulled it up yesterday. Where'd it go? Dun, dun, dun. Engagement. The top poster in the last 30 days was Samuel. And then I swear right after that, it was Rob and Joel, Jermaine, Kevin, Felicia, Rich, James, Keith, David, and Louie. Louie, you came in at number 10, bruh. You better step up, player. Sammy is working you. Yeah, Sammy is the king. Sammy is the king. And then Rob was next. Thank you, Rob and Sammy. Good up. And Kevin, y'all got the new guy in fourth place. And Pastor Felicia is in fifth place. She tops out the ladies. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, your community is the best part, man. It's the best part. Just get it. I'm telling you, YouTube Premium is probably the best investment I ever made. Oh, really? Dude, that's so cool. Yeah, the Rainbow Warriors. I don't know why we have such a stupid name. I was asked to make a list of gear, good, better, and best. What would you recommend for a good, low-cost camera? Yeah. A5100 is as low as I would go. That's just me, though. What's up, John? Good to see you here, brother. Thank you. I don't know why I just decided to dust off. You know what? I blame Sammy. Pastor Felicia, this is Sammy's fault. I busted out the old 2009. I was like, dust everywhere. I cleaned it up, and then I put the latest OS on it. And I said, you know what? It's just going to sit there in the back and run Nebula. The only bad part, because these videos are like 4 hours long, my feed is covered in these like background meditation level videos, and I have a hard time finding what I had there before. So I have to go and fix my algorithm a little bit, but yeah, it's dope. Yeah, there's definitely fixing to be some trouble. You know, that's I don't know. I don't think it's them. It might be the government. That's a good question. You can probably do some stuff with VPN, but it'd have to be a VPN that wouldn't mess with your connection too much. There you go. Boom. That's a good statement, Joel. You come out with good ones. I'll give you that. Narrowcasting. Facebook is much more narrowcasting, whereas YouTube is for broadcasting. That is good. I'm going to save that for my notes because I think that's a good one. There you go. Good to see you. I'm glad that happened. I don't know why Kensington went so crazy with their pricing. It's just kind of crazy. It's just unnecessary. Thank you, Kombucha. Sometimes you have to write a 17-page joke. You have buzz on your Samsung condenser pencil. Have you just checked different USB cables. That's normally the one that gets to me. Oh, sorry, Mike. Actually, speaking of shots, I'm going to go get inoculated after this. Boom. Hey, all good, Jay. I'm about to wrap it up anyway. I appreciate you, brother. Oh, my God. Davey 504 videos are just pure insane. Oh, you know, anything for you, Pastor Felicia. Okay. So, let me do this right here. Let's open up the old cam of E. So, let's go to, bam. So this is blank. Oh, wait, let me do this. Live demo mode. Here is a blank scene. Okay. Then I'm going to duplicate. No, I'm just going to make a new scene. Create an empty scene. So here's an empty scene. In the empty scene, I'm going to go to screen share so you can see the desktop. And then take this camera. And what happens if I do that? There you go. All right. So this is my desktop, plain Jane, boring, stuff like that. Yes, it does. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I understand. I'm saying change the XLR cable. That's what I meant. I don't know if I said USB cable, but I meant XLR cable. I did know that. All right, so on here, let me see if I have it set. I have it set to current app. Let me change it to primary display. Okay. Come down here on the bottom, double click NDI. NDI scan converter. It's going to open. All right, so there's this guy right here. And let's give it a boom. So here's my scan converter. I am going to display application window. Then I'm going to select the app that I want to see. You can see I have Ecamm Live Beta. I have Notification Center. This is its own self, so they don't do that. Google Chrome and then Ecamm Live Sharing window. I'm going to select Google Chrome. Okay. You can tell it to auto refresh and track changes. That works. It doesn't matter. It depends on your computer. If it starts fuzzing, making a lot of noise, boom, do that. If not, do that. If you need audio, I don't need it in this case, but one of the cool things about the real one, I can actually pull the audio from, the Camlink or some other camera or whatever, but I don't need this audio in this case, so I'm going to leave it off. You could also do just a window, so you can pick a prescribed size. So if you wanted to do that, and then you can say, I want a crop section of the window, and this is what I'm going to show. Let me back this out just a second. Tweet, 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 tweet. So if I say a crop section in the window, this is what it's going to show. If I don't want to show the whole thing, whatever is inside the pink, right? Or I have the display entire monitor, right? I can tell it to show the mouse if I need to do that, and I can tell it to be big. I normally don't use any of that stuff. And I don't like the scaling, you know what I'm saying? So I just choose display application window, select my application. Okay, so what you see in this particular scene here is me just sharing my primary display. But if I go back to where we was in the iSolo, booyaka. Now I'm going to pull the camera overlay. Let me pop it on the top real quick. And turn it on and select the NDI. It shows up right there. Kylo Ren, local domain, NDI scan converter. Boink. There it is. There is Mr. Steak on the screen. So I can grab this guy. I can click on the pencil and say I want to be custom. And then that way I can grab the corner. Hey, grab the corner and adjust it properly to fit in my little window. I can Fulgens and Anna, move it over to the side just a taste, kick it a little bit more, make sure we pop in center, and then stick it behind the window. Boink! And there it is. NDI scan converter showing me the Chrome Googles. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's simple as pie. So let me open up another app. Let's say we want to open up Canva, the app, because I use Canva, the app. I'm weird like that. All I would do is, come on, Ecamm. I'm going to go over to previous, last use, Command Delete. So this is the full screen, but instead of that, I'm going to go to my NDI scan converter, pop it up, change this, Canva. And then if I come back to Ecamm, Command Delete, takes me back here. Now you're looking at Canva. Say, oh, well, that's too big. So hit the minimization icon on Canva. That's full screen, ding dong. Hit that icon on Canva, grab a corner of the window, and make it tinier. And then just line it up how you want it to look. And I want to be like this so you can see the majority of what I'm doing. So what I tend to do is just map all the sizing stuff out ahead of time. This overlay is not quite 16 by 9, so the window's a little off, which is why I can't just use the built-in 16 by 9. But yeah, now I can go in here and say, hey, let me show you guys how to make a thumbnail using Canva for Mac by actually downloading the Canva app as opposed to using some web page. And then you'll see you just type some stuff, put a picture of Doc, and put another picture of Doc inside the camera, and then fade it back a little bit. And then that is today's thumbnail. So that is how you do it. It's really dope. I don't like the free one anymore. I like the $40 one because it's better. But yeah, that's it. You guys are just talking smack, which I find hilarious. You can get the graphics pack at letsget.live. That's where the graphic pack comes from. It's free. Just go to letsget.live, put your name in the thing, and then you get it. We'll send it to you. Thank you, Mr. Mike. I appreciate it. Command Shift D. No more demo mode. All right, gang. I got to go do Ecamm work. I appreciate you guys. I will see you on Saturday. We'll dive deeper into some things on Saturday. Of course, I'll be in the Ecamm group on Facebook all the time. So you get in here. What window? Uh-oh. So you guys get me in trouble with Pastor Felicia. What window do you not see? Are you speaking of this window? If you're not getting that window, that's because you're using this app, which doesn't have a window. I don't think I've ever seen an app. Yeah, no more. Let me quit this before I create a problem. I think I understand. You went here. Let's see. Did you download your NDI program from this place or this place? Okay, here's how you know which one you got. This one is free and it works. This one is $40 and it actually works. So, yeah, everyone uses this. This is what everyone tells everyone to do. I found that it just kept crashing. Number one, you don't get the cool window. You don't get to do the extra stuff. You have to do it all from the menu. And for me, why I stopped using it, and I mean, I'll show it to you, but let me close the other one before I create a problem. quit that. No, not hide. Quit, dummy. So I'll quit that. Here's why I don't like this one. So I opened it, and let me make sure I'm zoomed all the way out on Ecamm. Okay. See, in the top window up here, it says NDI scan converter. All you do is you go here and you select your window. In my case, I had the Canva window. I can select that. And then if I, damn it, Ecamm. Oh, that's not the right scene. Where'd it go? NDI solo. Where the heck did it go? Oh my God, I'm stupid. Oh, here we go. So now I'd have to, here, let me do this. Go back into my camera and select that NDI scan converter. So that's my camera window, right? Canva, sorry. If I go down to the bottom here again, where that other scene is, and go to NDI scan converter, and then I switch this to Chrome. See, it doesn't even show Chrome when I want it to show Chrome. What the heck is going on here? This is why I hate this app. It's a pain in the tuchus. Like, it literally doesn't even see Chrome. You guys see Chrome, wide ass open, right? You're looking at Chrome. As a matter of fact, right there in the top corner, it says Chrome. However, when I click on this NDI scan converter app, it doesn't see Chrome as an option. I'm confused. So, yeah, there's that. Let me open a different app because, unfortunately, this app is ignorant. Let's try Apple TV. We'll open that. Okay, so you guys can see in here, there's Apple TV app. So now I'll go to NDI scan converter and then click on here. And then I'll click TV. And then so if I go back to my scene, man, what in the exact heck is happening here? Okay, here we go. So now you can see the TV. So it works, but here's why this app is ignorant. I am going to go to Apple TV app and I'm going to minimize the window and ready, minimize. And boom. Yeah, haha. This is why I don't like this Bombaclot app. See, it crashes. You can't minimize a window so that you can keep doing your demo to get to something else because it crashes when you minimize apps. So I know you guys hate this, but unfortunately, you get what you pay for. So that being said, you can use this app. It works. It's fantastic. It sucks. It's free though. So if you can't spend $40, knock yourself out. But if you want a good app that doesn't crash, that has a window, that gives you more adjustments, and is hella dope, you press this, you pay your $40, and you're good to go. So that's why I switched. Because I tell everybody, my demo shows people to use the NDI free, but you just got to know it crashes. It crashes a lot on the M1. So I'm like, man, and here's the part that's funny about this, Pastor Felicia. New Tech invented the technology. Their app sucks. Sienna licensed the technology from New Tech, and their app don't suck. I don't understand it. I don't. It's like stealing my grandma's cookie recipe and making cookies better than grandma. First of all, kicked out the family. Second of all, it just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I just pay for it. It's $40. Yeah. And you know, when I explained that in the group, everybody goes, "Oh, you're always trying to spend money." Yeah, because the shit works. You know what I'm saying? That Bubba Cloud act. A move shaky jaja cross rash. Yeah, there you go. The chorash the streets. Like, yes, it's helpful. You can't share more than one window with NDI app because it's like trying to watch. Okay, NDI is TV channel 3. You can't watch more than one show on channel 3. You get it? Like the NDI app is that. So you can't do more than one. You can have more than one instance of apps open. It doesn't really work, but in theory, if you need more than one window, you're overcomplicating your presentation because there's probably almost no reason whatsoever to do that because all you have to do is put your things in Chrome in multiple tabs and change the tabs. So I don't get why you need more than one window. Number 2, you need another computer or iPad, and that will work. But in theory, put all the tabs in same Chrome. Like, why more than one Chrome? I'm confused. There's that. Okay. Anyway, gang, that wraps it. We out here in these streets. And we will be back again soon. Hey, Pastor. See, you're supposed to spend half of that on the app. Thank you, Pastor Felicia. You know I appreciate you. Gang, Saturday, we're back again. If you are watching this on the replay and you have any questions or whatever, by all means, turn that down. By all means, drop your questions in the chat and one of us will get back to you right away. Normally me, but just in case, the family members, they like to help. If you haven't already done so, join the group. It is in the chat description. I'll also put it in the description under here. And everybody keep going with VEDA. I hope you're getting along. If you need anything anywhere, come by, let us know. Supreme Gecko, good to see you here. You popping up at the right time. That's what our geckos do here. Can't wait to see you guys on Saturday. We'll be back one more again. Peace out. A-Town Stone. Chee-hoo.